Today I took 3 trades, all 3 losses, and plan worked out, but I just couldn't execute on it, and it seems like it's the common theme of the past 2 months here. Pivots were all higher, so bullish relationships here. So there was a bullish kind of bias here, and we were opening above value, so I was leaning more towards the bull side, but I did see this level here, H3 in high volume node ledge, 7760, which was here, and I thought it'd be a good place to reject because I like this high volume node here. Then my thesis is that it would get stopped there and not go into that high volume node ledge or high volume node, and also H3 was there and supply was there, so anywhere inside this area I wouldn't mind shorting here. And then the other one was value area high, which was also the 7745 ledge, which I wasn't the biggest fan of, but could give it a try. And then what I should have looked at was POC here. So we open above value, but it could bounce at POC. And that level had good confluence with pre-market low and L3 here, because we're opening inside H3 and L3. So this level could have been a very good level to long. Hindsight speaking, but yeah. So market opens up and we come right down into this value area high level, which I'm initially trying to long here, but I really don't see much confirmations. I'm looking at this to see if there's a B shape or anything that might qualify it to long here, but I was looking at it, came down, maybe it's retesting that B shape and holding, but it didn't hold for long and rejected. So now I wanted to go in long, but I really didn't have many confirmations here. So if anything, it was a bearish confirmations. Breaking above highs on CVD, but not on price, and I don't know, it just looked good structurally, but I didn't have any real proper confirmations, so I didn't go in. I mean, it would have worked out for a little bit at least, but I've switched my focus to shorting H3 here. So first trade here, I'm trying to short this into a value area high here, and then potentially L3, but initially value area high. So it rallies, and I would have rallied 10 points or so from if I entered over here somewhere. But yeah, so it started coming down a little bit, started forming a 20 range delta divergence, started forming a very nice 2-minute delta divergence here, a pretty significant one. And then also on the 1 minute, it was forming a CVD hidden divergence. And I said before this that if it does form a CVD hidden divergence, and there was a 1 minute delta divergence, if it forms that, I'd be interested in shorting this. And so I shorted here, a very tight stop. And honestly, I don't think it was bad. It was a good entry. And 20 range delta divergence finishes forming. But it just couldn't get past this level here at 52. I thought it would. I thought it would break, but didn't happen. Quick pop up and then stop me out. So now I'm still looking at this. We still have this RSI normal divergence here. Even for what this one, it broke above highs, but RSI is not above highs yet. So another 20 range delta divergence, another 2 minute delta divergence forming. But I was hesitating. I was hesitating a lot. Why was I hesitating? Because, I don't know, I wanted it to close, I guess, the 2-minute to close before I go in, because it's supported here already, and I didn't want it to just go back up. I wanted some closed delta divergences here, and that didn't happen because right as I was contemplating going down, and sellers came in and then tanked a little bit, and now I'm 5 points below my intended entry. But I enter anyways. And maybe my stop should have been over here or something, but I had my stop up there, which was about 8 points. On 2 contracts, it was pretty big. And then we have news at 7, so I'm waiting for news. And it doesn't really break down before that, but I thought it was good enough space to go through news here. And when news comes out, initially it goes down, which gave me a little bit more confidence about the shorts. But and it was a nice delta divergence there too. But then it comes down into 77.40, which is value area high, and then starts bouncing. I mean, at this point, I thought maybe it would keep going down, but nope. And it just rallied up to stop me out. Now, I don't know, I guess I'm emotional here or something. And I'm all over the place. And now I'm like, oh, okay, it bounced right at value area high. And therefore, that's part of my plan, and I should long it, I guess. I don't know, even if it formed a big high volume 5-minute shooting star, I don't really know what I was thinking, honestly, because RSI was still diverging here, even if it broke highs. And I was just, I guess, emotional about the 8-point loss that I took. Even now, I could have entered maybe, but at this point, I wasn't sure what's going on. So I wanted to wait for more information, but even here, I could have probably entered short. There's a delta divergence forming there, and within the context of this RSI divergence still going on, I could have probably entered, but I didn't see anything on the 20 range, nor did I see anything here. I guess there was a normal divergence on CVD, but that was about it. So yeah, even here I could have entered. 2-minute delta divergence, very nice. But yeah, instead I take a long here at value area high because I guess it bounced there. I'm not sure. Honestly, the confirmations looked really good though. It was a delta divergence here on the 2-minute and on 20 range, and also on the 1 minute here. So on the 1 minute, nice delta divergence, did not break lows, but CVD is breaking lows, nice hidden divergence. So confirmations were really good, is what I thought. But the 2 minute doesn't actually close as a delta divergence. And it just comes right back down to stop me out here. So that was it for the day, but if I didn't take this, I could have had an opportunity probably to short later on here, even if it was a little late. Yeah, so there is this 20 range delta divergence there, and I probably could have tried a short continuation, but I don't know if I would have with this bullish divergence there. But eventually it goes down and hits my target at L3 because my thesis was H3 to L3 short, and eventually does. And that would have been a good trade, but I got ticked out there, and then I didn't get in again. Instead, I took a long. And then, yeah, and then this level would have been good because L3, it's L3 and POC and pre-market low. And here it's a huge delta divergence here, 2208 negative delta, but positive candle. And 2 minute is also a big delta divergence here, 555 negative delta. So I could have entered there, and even here, after that initial rally on that retest pullback here, I could have, there was a very nice delta divergence forming here on the 2 minute, and then a very nice CVD hidden divergence. So that could have been a very good long entry here. So that would have been a 20 range delta divergence, and also a very nice CVD hidden divergence. So that pullback could have been a nice long entry, but instead I took this, so yeah. Plan works out, but another losing day seems to be the theme here.